Go to the gym. You look like a little bitch. I mean, your mom seems to like skinny guys, but what do I know? So, I did not expect my XS Max 6 months later video to do as well as it has. So thank you, all of you, especially the new subscribers. And I've been receiving a lot of questions, and I had been responding to them. So maybe you know who you are if you ask me a question, but I thought that I would just make a dedicated video kind of answering your questions about this phone, because a lot of them are really relevant, and I'll reiterate some of the ones that I have answered. And I'll also throw in some fun comments here and there. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into your feedback. So the first question is it true iPhone's display is made by Samsung? Yeah, they make displays for iPhone. They've made processors for iPhone. It's not new news. I mean, some people don't know it, but yeah, Samsung and Apple, despite their rivalry, do work together. All right, next up, what's your main phone? This one right here. I've been using this for 6 months. I had been using the OnePlus 6, but it's just not convenient for me anymore to use it because I just have all my friends on iMessage, etc., etc. Just iOS fits my lifestyle much better as of right now. Our next question is, I'm using iPhone 10. Is it worth the upgrade to the XS 5.8 inch? Thanks. It's not. iPhone 10 is still a great phone. It's not that much different from the XS other than the processor, other than some different camera tweaks and colors, and that's about it. It's not worth the upgrade at all. Next question, can you send me the link to that wallpaper with the purple mountains? I will leave a link to all the wallpapers that you guys have requested in the comment section down below. I have the white one, I have the black one, and the purple one. All dope, I love them. I did kind of edit the purple one and the white one, but yeah, I got them offline somewhere, I don't remember. But yeah, I will link them in the description down below. Bro, I just had a problem for like a week, but I never thought much of it because I'm not really on my phone, and one day I used my phone just in the morning and I haven't used it at all in school, so I went on my phone during 7th period and it was at 5%, so when I realized that something was seriously wrong with my XS Max, but all I had to do was update my phone and I think it fixed the problem. Yeah, I have not experienced that. I've experienced some Wi-Fi issues, but nothing of the sorts with batteries, so. Next comment, how is your screen holding up? Mine is full of scratches. Never had any serious problems with the screen scratching on older iPhone, but this one seems to pick them up very easily. Two that look deep. Yeah, you know, I didn't have a screen protector on this phone, and I really regret it. I dropped a pair of nail clippers on my phone, and it left two tiny little indents, and I was obsessing over them for like a week. I also scratched my phone in 2 other places, but once I got a screen protector on there, you can't really see them. But yeah, it does scratch, and it's kind of disappointing. But yeah, that's just kind of with any iPhone, I guess. Maybe the Gorilla Glass 6 or 5 that's on there isn't as great as Apple or Gorilla Glass advertises it to be, but yeah, this phone does scratch, and I do recommend getting a glass tempered screen protector immediately after you buy this phone, especially because it's so damn expensive. 6 months, long term? I mean, phones have a longer lifespan than just the year that they're new, but I mean, its first 6 months is really important because, you know, that's kind of enough time to gauge whether it's a great phone or not. Because, I mean, people are buying phones at launch, and then some people buy phones in the middle of the year, you know, so after using it for such a long time, I think it was time to kind of reiterate some things and share with you guys, you know, what my experience was like with this phone. Next up, someone says, have you had any Wi-Fi or connectivity issues? I had some Wi-Fi connectivity issues at the beginning of my use of this phone. I remember back in September, my Wi-Fi would always be cutting out, and it was really annoying, but I think that was fixed with software updates, so thank God. But yeah, I was experiencing that, but once again, I think it was patched up with software updates. Here's a great question. I'm looking to purchase a new iPhone. I was looking at the iPhone 10 256GB, which is currently still available in India for about the same price as the iPhone 10R, mainly because of the OLED display. Do you think it's worth the price, or should I wait for the next iPhone 11 and maybe buy the XS Max at a cheaper price? The triple camera setup looks quite horrendous, but that's just my opinion. I mean, at this point, if you're going to spend that much on a phone, I would wait for the newer one, even though the camera setup looks just like total ass. I'm sorry. It looks awful. That square whatever thing it's just bad. I was looking at the leaks that everything Apple Pro had. I was just appalled. But I mean, yeah, if you're gonna buy an iPhone for that much money, you might as well buy the latest and greatest. iPhone XS Max use is not a bad idea, but going iPhone 10 is also not a bad idea. The top comment on this video, you call 5 hours a heavy user? Rookie numbers. I mean, I have used my phone for like 7 hours in a day, 8 hours in a day. That's probably like when I'm sick or something, or just have nothing to do. But yeah, I think 5 hours is a lot, and I think I need to tone down the YouTube watching that I do, because this is my main YouTube device. I'm always just on the couch. I come home from school, I get lazy, I sit down, I have my AirPods in, unironically, and I sit there and I watch YouTube for like an hour or two. It's such a bad habit, don't do that. But this phone is just so nice to consume media on, I will say. Is it just me, or does this background look like a prison wall? Yes, it does. This looks like I'm in Alcatraz or something. I'm like being interrogated with the lights. If we turn them off, we put a light bulb up here, it looks like an interrogation room. I need to paint this wall something. Leave a comment as to what color you think I should paint it. I'm thinking like a dark grayish blue because of the clothes that I wear. I mean, what video now is complete without some Adidas tracksuit or track top, or top for that matter? So yeah, I think I might paint it like a grayish blue, so we'll see. Once again, leave me a comment as to what color you think would work best for the clothing that I wear and just this overall setup. Here's an interesting comment. Snapchat sucks on my iPhone XS Max. iPhone 7 even looked better. My life. I would have to disagree. I love Snapchat on my XS Max, and from what I've seen, it's better than older phones, because I have friends who send me pictures with their older phones, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone 6s. Yeah, this is a Snapchat beast, I will say, alongside Pixel phones, which are really well optimized for the app. Hey, what case are you using? Nice video, by the way. Thank you. And I'm using I think it's an Insignia clear case. I will leave a link in the description as well. It was like $15. I drop my phone all the time, not like severely, but it's really held up, and I love this case, and it shows off these sides of the phone. That's kind of what I was going for. If I was going to spend so much money on a phone, I wanted people to know it was a XS Max, and I didn't want to hide that fact. So I got something clear, but also protective. It has a lip around it. You know, it's just good enough for me, I would say, and it's really cheap. So once again, link in the description for the case. Here's another great question. If I'm not in the ecosystem, like no Mac, Watch, AirPods, don't need iMessage because I use WhatsApp, etc., but just like iPhone with its smoothness, camera updates, app quality, etc., would you recommend switching from a Galaxy S9 Plus? Well, the S9 Plus is still an excellent smartphone, great display, great camera, great performance. But I mean, if you want to try iPhone, I mean, go right ahead. I will say that Apple is really evil. Once they get you in with the iPhone, they might kind of convince you to buy them, like, you know, like an Apple Watch or AirPods, and then it gets more convenient to buy an iPad and a Mac. I might be someone who's susceptible to this, but I'm just saying, be careful, because iPhone is very tempting and the ecosystem is very easy to get caught into. I would say I'm kind of in it, although, you know, with the knowledge that I am in it, I'm not blind to the fact. But yeah, I would switch to it if you want to. I mean, if it's your software preference, if you feel like it, then go ahead. I mean, I kind of did that, although I did use iMessage regularly, and I did already have a Mac. I did switch from the OnePlus 6 just because of the smoothness of the phone and all that, and the convenience with iMessage. But that's not your situation. Just try iPhone if you want, but do keep in mind, it is a very tempting package with all the Apple products. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for all the comments. I really appreciate all the feedback and the support in the last couple of days. I have an iPhone 8 late review coming tomorrow. It's the interview style. I have my friend Chad, who's going to tell you whether it's worth it or not to buy in 2019 and kind of share his experience with the phone as of right now. And yeah, that's about it. I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like in the video, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.